stone vet. I hit the ground running when I'm invading your country. And still with honor and discipline, throw my guns like onyx, dressed in camo.
What's up, guys? RNG here from the STONED VET USMC. Happy Friday, guys. I'm glad you guys are here with me to enjoy the end of the week has come, right? If you're catching the show on a Monday or Tuesday, I'm sorry. You guys should have caught it on Friday, but I'm glad you guys are listening in to me, getting ready just to listen to what's going on today and just the amazing things and amazing community that I keep bringing on the show that is helping us grow as a community, right? Because it's one of the biggest struggles we have as a veteran is that it's hard for us to find support. We hate supporting each other for whatever reason it is. We hate supporting each other as veterans. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it, you know. I was talking with Benny from Simple Sometimes not too long ago, and he was like, why is it so hard for us to support each other? Dude, brother, I don't know. It is. It's hard. It's super hard for the veteran community to support each other. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why we hate supporting each other, but you can find some good groups that will support each other, but there are a lot of people out there that just don't give two craps and don't want to support anybody. So I don't know, man. It's hard, but I'm glad you guys are here to support me and support this show, this amazing show, right? A lot of people always want to know the Stone Vet, right? The Stone Vet, yeah, the Stone Vet. After you understand the natural remedies and the medicinal benefits of natural healing through natural medicine that is put on the earth, then you can understand, oh, I got you. He's stoned, but he can function at 100%. You're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right, man. Oh, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share button, wherever that is. If you're watching the video, hit that like, subscribe, and share button so you guys know when these episodes come out. You hit the subscribe button. It's cool. I don't mind it, dude. That helps me out grow on my YouTube channel, right? But then if you hit that little notification bell, then you know every time I got something coming out. If you guys are following me or you just started following me, I got episodes that come out every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I don't have anything coming out Tuesdays yet. Not yet. But the year's still young. There'll probably be something here before too long, before you know it, you know. So like I tell you guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsor, Rafa 180. Rafa 180 provides you the best medicinal grade CBD in the market, hands down. If you guys don't understand CBD, definitely go check out Rafa 180. Those of you that have tried CBD and said CBD don't work, it's because you weren't on the right dosage, dude. Hands down. Not all CBD is made the same. I can tell you that firsthand. I've seen tons of CBD oils. David here, that's coming on the show today, he can tell you not all CBD oil is made the same. You know, not all CBD oil is made the same. And when you start adding additives like flavoring and all kinds of other stuff, now you're taking away the medicinal benefits of just a natural product. You know, when you start putting additives into it, it's kind of like, why? It's a natural product. Why put additives into it, right? No, not like we ain't already ingesting enough additives in our food that we eat every day, you know. Go check out Rafa180.com. Like I tell you guys, one of the biggest struggles we have as veterans is the lack of sleep. We don't sleep. We know how to get around with very little sleep. But one of the biggest things that we struggle with is the 22 that we lose every day. We lose 22 veterans a day. A lot of people know that. The entire world knows 22 veterans take their lives every day. But nobody ever talks about the 35 that we lose to opioid addiction every day. There's 35 veterans that take their life due to opioid addiction. And being a veteran, you go to the VA, you know they give you whatever medication you need to try to live life, right? Depression, anxiety, insomnia. They give you any medication you want, right? And that's the biggest struggle that we have, but nobody ever talks about the 35 that take their life to opioid addiction. So if you're taking 35 from opioid addiction and 22 veterans that take their lives every day just because of life in itself, there's 57 brothers and sisters we're losing every day. Majority in the male community, but there are females that do take their own lives as well. It's astonishing, but there are females. We thought they'd be stronger than us, right? But they are taking their own lives. And as I'm shooting the show for you guys this Friday with David here, we're losing a brother and sister that hasn't had the opportunity to listen to this show, to feel as though, hey, there's somebody here with me. I got this, you know? And so that's one of the things I talk about a lot. If you having trouble getting the rest that you need, go check out the Sapphire line. Rafa 180 provides a product called Sapphire. It carries a CBN product. And David knows very well what CBN is and the medicinal benefits of CBN and how it acts as a sedative to help you get the rest that you need so you can get to sleep. I'm like the rest of you guys. I usually go to bed around 1 in the morning and roll over around 4, 5, 6 in the morning to get ready for the day. I get me a couple hours of sleep and I'm good for the rest of the day, right? But there's days that drag, dude. They suck. But why not if you're going to only get 4 hours of sleep, why not get the best sleep that you can by trying out an amazing product that Rafa 180 provides for you? You suffer from anxiety and depression as well? Go check out a product that they carry called Active Duty RX. Active Duty RX was created by an Army veteran who deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan and suffers from PTS very badly. It has some natural minerals in it that help, along with CBD and CBG, to help get you through the day. Go check out Rafa180.com. That's Romeo Alpha Papa Hotel Alpha 180.com. And when you check out, type in the STONED VET USMC to get you 15% off your entire purchase, man. Go check them out. I'm telling you, they're providing you some amazing things. I'm super excited this Friday, man. I got another freaking advocate in the cannabis community, right? You guys that have been following me for some time now, you guys understand how much I want to advocate, how much I tell you guys you have to advocate for for medicine, right? For medicine, right? I'm super excited. I got David here. He's another Army guy. You know how you guys know how I feel about the Army guys. I love bringing them on the show. They love coming to the Stone Vet, hanging out and just jiving with me for a little bit. What's going on, David? How you doing this Friday?
I'm doing great. How you doing, brother?
No, I'm doing good, man. It's cold as shit, but I see you. It's cold where you at, but you got snow at least.
Yeah, we got about like 3 inches last night.
That's nice, man. See, here it's just stupid cold. I think last night we got down to like -1, -2, and now there's nothing outside. It's just cold. I'm like, it's a waste. It's stupid. Why does it got to be so cold and we can't get no ice or no snow? At least give me some ice or some snow, right?
I mean, the weather be straight disrespectful.
It does, especially in Oklahoma. That's what we try to tell a lot of people. Is like, you don't like the weather, give it a minute. It'll change.
It'll change.
It'll change, you know. So how man, brother? You're doing some awesome things here, man. Why don't you tell the audience about you? Who is David? Like, he's another veteran. You guys know I bring a lot of vets on the show. Why? Because I have to advocate. The stories need to be heard. Stories need to be heard, and a lot of people don't want to tell the stories a lot of times. But I'm glad I'm able to bring David on to tell a little bit about his story. Why don't you let the audience know a little bit about you, David?
I appreciate you bringing me onto the show, brother. My name is David Boyd. I'm originally from New Jersey. I come from a military family, and that's kind of something that I just fell into. I joined the Army as a horizontal construction engineer, did my basic at Fort Benning, and did my AIT at Fort Lost in the Woods. I'm sure everyone knows about that.
right, Lost in the Woods. That's right up the street. That's not too far from me.
So when I got out of the service, I should have been discharged medically because I had a few different injuries that occurred, and not to get into that, but I've been fighting the VA for the last 10 years, trying to connect everything, even though I had surgery on base. Like, everything's documented. It's just the VA politics. And that's something that I kind of wanted to steer away from, because even fighting for the last 10 years for something that, we're entitled to, it's ridiculous the amount of bureaucracy that we have to go through to be able to get what we're entitled to.
Oh, I believe me, brother. I know. Trust me. It's taken me 11 years to get my 100% finally. It took me 11 years of fighting them day in and day out and day in and day out. And that's one of the biggest struggles I try to tell everybody is, like, you have to fight them because they want you to quit. They want you to quit. You know what I'm saying? And so recently, this past Friday, I just had Brian Talley on my show. And if you guys didn't get the opportunity to go check out that episode with Mr. Brian Talley. He fought the VA, dude. He fought a 74. There was a bill in place for the past 74 years protecting the VA from malpractice that they've conducted on veterans.
Yeah, I can believe that.
He's overturned it. He overturned it. It took him hundreds of thousands of hours that he put into it to try to get this bill overturned by the daggum VA, dude. I was like, for 74 years, the VA's been protecting themselves. And we all know that, right? That's one of the biggest slogans, the VA, giving the veteran another opportunity to die for his country, right? Everybody knows that. Everybody understands that, and everybody knows that. And so that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't understand is that, dude, if we have to get up and we have to fight and we have to advocate, man. Like, you was in the Army. What'd you say you did in the Army again?
It was 12 November, horizontal construction engineer.
He was an engineer. I was an engineer. We didn't have no horizontal engineers. You're either an engineer or you're not an engineer in the Marine Corps. You know what I'm saying? So what is it that a horizontal engineer does?
I was a dirt boy. I pushed dirt everywhere,
Oh, so you did like heavy equipment stuff, right?
Yeah.
There you go. See, like me, that's what I did. That's what I worked on. I was quality control for. So as an engineer in the Marine Corps, you deal with water purification, refrigeration, heavy equipment. Then you deal with generators and water purifiers and all kinds of random stuff. And for me, I was lucky enough to be quality control because I was the only goon that went to a maintenance battalion to learn how to work on everything. And so when I came back to the stateside, they said, you're going to be quality control because you're the only one that knows how to work on any of this. I said, are you kidding me? All these fucking E4s and E5s here, and they don't know how to work on this equipment? They said, nope. You as an E3 are the most experienced Marine that I have here. I'm like, God, Lee, that sucks, dude. You need to hire better people. So for doing that, I mean, were you able to deploy into the glorious freaking wars they had us in forever?
No, unfortunately, I wasn't. My unit was activated, but due to surgery, I wasn't able to go. That's something that I still regret to this day.
No, it's fine though. Don't even sweat it, brother. There's so many freaking lives that we lost over there anyways. That's why I tell people. I like Brian Talley. I had him on the show, and he was like, well, I'm not a combat vet. I said, I don't give a fuck. You still a vet. You still fucking put your name on the dotted line and said, I will protect this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Of course, and that contract never ends.
It never ends,
That's one of the main reasons that I started the organization Vet Codes. It originally started off as a stoned idea I had on 420 with one of my friends.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it, and he was like, that'd actually be a really good idea. So what I did is I started reaching out to companies, and seeing who supports veterans, who doesn't. I've reached out to well over 1,000 different companies, many of them known worldwide.
Right.
So I just started collecting exclusive discounts for veterans, so I know all veterans live mainly on a fixed budget.
Right.
We all know that could be very difficult at times. We have to count every single penny. So every single penny that we could save, it helps.
Right. Right.
And I've always been an advocate for cannabis. I had back surgery back in December of last year. And if it wasn't for cannabis, I wouldn't have gotten through that surgery. So one of the things that we try to focus our energy on is natural remedies to pain relief, to anxiety, to depression, to PTSD, and that's through the use of cannabis.
Right.
I believe that if it's properly used, it can manage a lot of different ailments that veterans deal with on a daily basis. So within the last, say, 9 months, it went just from an idea to a group on Facebook to being in 7 different countries with over 150 different sponsors.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So that's one of the biggest things I try to tell you guys about that have been following me for some time. Like I said, I've been doing this for just over a year. I've got probably 130, 150 different episodes out right now. And that's my biggest thing is the natural remedies that come from this amazing plant. A lot of people are still stuck on the stigma that the government is beating into you, that it's bad for you, it's bad for you, it's not good for you, it's not good for you. And the people who put that thought into your head are the ones that were using it every single day. They found a way. They decided, well, we can't get rich off of this, so let's just put it out there and tell them it's bad for them, right? Let's put that stigma. I mean, growing up in the 90s and stuff, a lot of guys remember the DARE program, Dare to Keep Kids Off Drugs and shit like that. And one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't understand is like, dude, you are not understanding the medicinal benefits that is coming from this plant. Yeah. It's a plant that just grows in the wild. It just grows in the wild, dude, like anything else. Roses, lilies, dandelions. It's just a plant. And for you guys to have that stigma still stuck on it, still surrounding this plant, oh, it's bad for you. All you're going to do is just smoke weed and get high and that's it. No. Hold on. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that's all I'm going to do? Can you? Yeah, you're right. Just like any alcoholic can go out and buy a case of beer and get smashed drunk and feel like shit when he wakes up the next morning. Can I go and smoke fucking 3 blunts and be stoned out of my mind? Yeah. But when I wake up, I guarantee I'm going to feel a lot better than you who just drank a case of beer. I guarantee it, Can you overindulge? Yes, you can overindulge. But you can overindulge in anything. Food, candy, drinks, whatever. You can overindulge in it. You have to know how to use it moderately and responsibly, right? Can you overindulge? Yeah, we got people who are obese because they can't stop eating. They love to eat food. But do you look down at them because they're eating food all the time? I mean, maybe you are. But that's one of the biggest things, David, is that's one of the biggest things I'm trying to do is break that stigma on cannabis. Because like you said, you've had back surgeries. Yeah. And they won't even give you painkillers now, will they?
No, I'm a medical cannabis patient in Pennsylvania. They won't prescribe me with any type of painkillers, especially through the VA. Uh, that's one of the things that I've found relief in. There's a product called FICO, full asterisk cannabis oil.
Yeah,
Uh, and
that
if
stuff's
I didn't have
amazing.
that, it wouldn't have got me through the pain.
There's no way, dude.
No,
That
there's
that
definitely no way.
alone, the concentrate that's in that oil alone, like I have FICO myself, and that's probably my best high. That's what I try to tell people. That high usually lasts me about 8 hours. When I was able to use it, it's about an 8 hour high, but it's not like a high like I'm just gonna go sleep all day or just veg out. It's a high like my body doesn't hurt, my mind ain't racing. I can get out and I can go do things. Like I can function as a normal human being. I got to put up a fence. I can go put up a fence. I got to go mow the yard. I can mow the yard because my body isn't hurting and I'm not thinking about 18,000 other things that I have going on in life. I'm able to focus on my job and be able to get done with it. A lot of you guys being a vet, you probably understand. You got functioning alcoholics, dude. I had a Marine, one of my best mechanics that I had worked on heavy equipment. I was working with him one day and he had that evil twitch. You guys know, you alcoholics know that evil twitch that comes when you have
Yeah, a little shaking.
The shake, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw him and it was right before lunch. I said, go get a couple of drinks in you, dude, because that shake ain't going to be good when you're working on this heavy equipment. That's all I need you to do is shake and that fucking belt slip and you smash your hand in the damn pulley system while you're shaking because you're having withdrawals. Go get a couple. It's not, dude. It's not. But people have it. A lot of alcoholics now, they understand that evil shake that comes whenever your body's like withdrawing from it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I try to tell a lot of people. Those guys are functioning alcoholics. I've had some of my best mechanics have been functioning alcoholics, dude. They're great at what they do. It's just they have to have alcohol in the system because it's just they've been doing it for so long,
My body becomes dependent.
Right, it becomes very dependent on it, And for myself, I mean, like I tell people, a lot of people are like, oh, you just want to smoke weed just to smoke weed. No. You're not understanding the medicinal benefits, brother. Like you're not understanding it. Like you smoked before you came on the show, right? Like I got to take a breathe. I got to calm myself down, right? Because I don't know what to expect, right? And a lot of people, one of the owners here at one of the biggest CBD processing facilities here in Oklahoma. This guy created Cantech Labs, and he has meetings with like the presidents of Mexico and big name people come to see him. And he's like, dude, I got to smoke a fat blunt before I go into these meetings because I don't want to sound like an idiot going in there talking to these guys because your nerves will get to you. Your nerves start getting to you, start stumbling on your words, and you're like, what the hell is wrong with me? I know how to talk, but golly, I'm so damn nervous, right? But if you smoke a good blunt that has the right terpene profiles in it, it's going to calm you down, and then you feel more comfortable talking to these individuals that came to see you. You don't sound like an idiot, right?
It's funny that you actually bring up the terpene profiles. I just acquired actually the #1 seed bank in the entire world as a partner and a sponsor for Vet Codes. We have what's called the Veteran Seed Bank. Now, any veteran that is in the group, they qualify for a free care package ranging from seed from herbs to vegetables to cannabis. So we believe that a healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle is something that we should promote because that's not what the VA is promoting. To be honest, they just want you to shove down pills down your throat. Right. But if you're eating your homegrown vegetables, and if you're in a legal state and you're growing your cannabis, it's 10 times better than what you could buy in a food store.
Right. Absolutely.
Buy at the dispensary, especially with veterans that are living on a fixed income. The dispensaries are fucking expensive.
No shit.
$65 an eighth. You got to be kidding me.
Right.
Like Seedsman, for example, they sent a care package of about 350 packages of seed to give out to veterans in need.
That is crazy. That was White Widow too, like that.
Yeah. So I mean, we have numerous. We have about 17 different genetic sponsors, and all of them have been very supportive of the veteran community. They do believe that cannabis is a way to get away from the pharmaceuticals that the VA wants to shove down your throat. Seedsman, I'm going to be working with a few of their breeders and a few of our breeders, and they're going to be doing a collaboration sometime in late 2022. And we're going to be specifically targeting certain ailments with the terpene profile, like, for example, like myrcene, great for chronic pain and muscle spasms.
Right.
limousin. It's great for muscle spasms as well, you know, because I suffer from muscle spasms and chronic pain. So
Oh,
I
absolutely.
always go straight for the Mercy. And if THC is one thing, that's if you want to get high. I don't care
Yeah.
about high. I
And
just
that's one of
want
the
to,
biggest
I
things,
want to
bro.
get
That's one of the
relief.
biggest things I try to tell people. And not too long ago, I just had a Chip Paul. He's not a veteran, but he does study the endocannabinoid system. That's one of his specialties, is studying the endocannabinoid systems and providing natural remedies, getting off the pharmaceuticals. Because his dad was an Army vet as well, and he just saw what the VA was doing. He's like, there's no way, dude. There's got to be a better remedies out there, you know.
Mhm.
And that's one of the biggest things I tell you guys that have been watching the show, that it's not about the THC content that's in your product. By any
No.
means, it's not. It helps, but
It's
it's
all marketing.
not. You know,
It's all
it's about
marketing strategy.
it's all marketing, right? Oh, this has 37% THC. I don't care what kind of freaking terpenes does it have in it. I need to know what kind of terpenes it has in it. Let me know what it has so I know what I'm going to treat. And this is one of the things I think I'm going to start steering the show towards, is more of an educational piece, a Stone Vet educational piece, talking about the different terpenes. Each episode talking about a different terpene and what it does and how it can help, you know, and understanding CBD and incorporating CBD with your THC content, right? When you, like I tell people, I remember when I was able to smoke before I got stuck in this bull crap, taking these urinalysis every twice a month. That one of the biggest things I found is when I blended a good THC flower with a CBD flower and find that perfect harmony. Because like I tell people, I said, I like to be high. Don't get me wrong. I like the head shift. I enjoy it. There's a lot of people who don't enjoy a head shift but need the pain management, you know. But for me, I enjoy a head shift, so I add a little bit more THC, but I incorporate enough CBD in it so I can get the pain management relief from it. You know,
Definitely.
you know, a lot of people, you know, it's the marketing strategy. They say, oh, this thing has 27% THC in it. And you're like, what? Why is it so high? I don't need that much THC. I need something that's going to treat my back pain. You know, what kind of terpene profile does this have in it? What is the terpene profile of this flower? You know, and a lot of them, yeah. I don't know. Why don't you not know? You should know this. You should have your lab report showing what kind of freaking terpene profiles and what kind of terpenes are in this flower. And that's one of the biggest things I tell everybody, is that you think about it. If you go smell a rose, it has its own smell. A lily has its own smell. Dandelions have their own smell. Plants have their own smell. That's their terpene profile. That's why they smell the way they smell. Why do you think cannabis has so many different smells? Not all cannabis smells the same, right? You know? And like you're saying, understanding the terpene profile, I mean, it's that's what we're needing, is more people like yourself, David, that's going out there and helping educate brothers and sisters, right? Because a lot of people are still stuck on that stigma of, oh, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. I'll just take my Ambien and my Zoloft and all these freaking Prozac and all this other shit that the VA gives me. I'll just keep taking that because it's working.
I mean, besides my blood pressure medication, I had a drawer full of medication the VA prescribed me. I stopped all of it with the use of cannabis. You know, and if it's properly regulated and you do your doses when you're supposed to, you know, you could be self-sufficient. You could be productive. You know, a lot of people, they like you said before, they believe the stigma that it slows you down, or, you know. I mean, some people it does, and some people maybe it's not for them. It's not for everybody, but it's definitely an opportunity to go the natural route versus having to take a pharmaceutical where they're advertising, they name 3 good things and have 12 bad things that could happen.
Right. No, absolutely. That's what I try to tell people. I was like, when you start, if you start using cannabis for the first time, you're like, I want to try this. I want to see if it's as good as they keep telling me it is. Keep a journal. Keep a journal. Write down the name of the plant, what the flower was, what the terpene profile was, and how it made you feel. This is a journal so you can learn. This is how you start educating yourself on the natural remedies that are out there. You'd be like, oh, I smoked that before, and it had this terpene profile. I don't want any flower with that because it made me real anxious, or I was real groggy, or whatever. Keep a journal. Learn so you can start studying and you start learning, so you know, okay, I know now I have a better understanding as to what helps me, what helps with my muscle spasm, what helps with this pain in my neck that I got, or whatever. And understanding, okay, this terpene, they had this terpene. Okay, it's got this, and this terpene in it. Okay, that helped me. That helped treat what I was dealing with. It helped my anxiety and stuff like that, you know? And that's the biggest thing, man. But yeah, definitely, if you're ever going to try using it, advocate, you know, try using it, make sure you journal it just so you have a better understanding of the plant itself.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's the general stigma that a lot of people have when it comes to cannabis is they think one weed is the same thing as another,
Mhm.
and that's completely false because you go from your land races all the way to the hybrids to you got a lot of different combinations. It's like a gummy bear.
No, absolutely. So there's so
You
many
know what I
different
mean?
types. Like you say, you got your sativas, your indica, your hybrids. You got your indica dominant hybrids, your sativa dominant hybrids. You've got, man, there's so many different strains. I mean, it's to the point now they just make names for whatever now. It's so hard now because they're crossbreeding and doing all kinds of stuff. But when they crossbreed, you'd be surprised at the type of flower it makes. You're like, oh, this is high in CBD. Oh, really? Okay.
That's the nice part about the seed bank that we have set up is we have over 150 different vegetable and herbs that you can pick from. And as of right now, I'm working with 6 breeders that are providing seed for the seed bank for veterans in need, such as Sirius Ken from Get Serious Genetics, Seedsman, Spectra Genetics, SoFem, and Bayou Cup. Those have been our biggest supporters since day one, and they've provided seeds. How many packages do I get out a week, babe? About anywhere between 50 to 100 care packages a week. And this is to be
Damn.
able to promote a healthy lifestyle for veterans. This is a free at cost. Doesn't cost them anything. Shipping's free as well. You
That is
know, we
crazy, dude.
we just want to be able to give the veterans what they need so they could start living and have that transition from being dependent on pharmaceuticals to being able to grow their own food, to be able to grow their own medication. And they have a choice of what strains that they want to pick from. So
Right.
like you said, one strain may not work for you, but this one will. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So
No, absolutely.
being able to have that option for veterans to be able to go through the list to be like, okay, I need this, I need that. Can I get these herbs and vegetables? And I send a care package out the next day.
That's
You know,
freaking awesome, dude. So with you, so after you got out of the army and stuff like that, you decided, like you said, you decided to do something. You needed to do something for the veteran community, right? Helping them get the
Mhm.
natural remedies, right? Natural medicine. How did you go about doing this? Getting this together and stuff.
Long story short, when I got out of the army, I was still fucked up. I still needed surgeries on my neck, my back, and my shoulder. So I couldn't go back to doing construction anymore. So when I got out, I ended up falling into marketing. I got into doing door to door sales. I started selling knives and vacuums. you know, and I got good at it. And one thing led to another. I ended up becoming a senior manager at one of the largest marketing firms on the East Coast. And I was making these guys millions of dollars selling product for them, and it's like I'm breaking my back for nothing. And eventually my back did break. You know, and I got thrown out just like how the army threw me out. They didn't have a use for me no more.
Right.
So it's just like, what the fuck do I do with myself? I still wanted to do something for my community, because we come home, we're kind of lost. We don't know what to fucking do, you know. So, like I said, I decided one day on 420 last year, I was like, why don't I just start reaching out to these companies and use the marketing skills that I have for the better of the community, And it just like I didn't think it was actually going to work. I kind of did, but I didn't.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
within the month, we had over 20 sponsors, and it was just like, wow, this isn't as hard as I thought it was. And then I brought a few people on with me, and we just all started working together. And the nice part about being able to have a community like this is being able to meet new faces, being able to reach out to people that needed that touch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes veterans, they don't have anybody, and that care package means everything to them.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
it puts a smile on my face, being able to put that smile on their face.
Right.
Because the world would be a lot better if people thought that way. It's not about me, it's about the next guy. It's not about me, it's about vet codes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
It's about the message and the impact that we can have on the veteran community. And I believe so far we're having one hell of an impact. And that puts a smile on my face because everything is falling into place. Everything done with positive intentions have positive results, and I'm a firm believer in that. Like I said, we've been up and running. I filed for a 501c 3 months ago, so now we're officially a 501c. So we're a veterans nonprofit, and we're just growing every day. Every single day we're growing. We're getting new sponsors. I just had Spider Farm reach out to me, and they want to sponsor us with a light every 3 months.
That's awesome.
So that's 157 sponsors now.
Right. No, that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. I mean, what you're doing, I mean, like you said, it's one of the biggest struggles that we have in the veteran community is that we always feel that we're by ourselves and we don't have nobody to help support us,
You're not anymore.
In the way it is, I mean, there are a lot of veterans out there like, oh, I support the veteran community, this or that. But whenever you ask for help or something, nobody's really there to help you. And you're just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, we tend to be some of the worst people to help support each other, And I think when I have a lot of people talk with me, they're like, damn, for real? I can just do this? I'm like, yeah. Like, I bring them over to my page and they're like, hey, can you push this out? I was like, you push it out. You want people to help you? Ask for help. Because the biggest struggle we have as veterans, we hate asking for help. And
I'll be that squeaky wheel. I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I tell people. Like I said, I just had Benny not too long ago. He asked me, he was trying to help promote the Marine Rapper. And I was like, I brought him over to my Stone Vet page. I mean, it's not a huge page. I mean, I got like 350, 400 people on my page, which is a great community because a majority of them have been on the show. They've been on the Stone Vet. They know what I'm bringing. Like I said, I try to help promote their business. And my biggest thing is like, hey, when I push the episode, when it goes out, I expect you to share the crap out of it with your community so people can see who you are and why they should be buying from you. The bonus, they get to see my ugly face and they get to hear what I'm talking about, but I'm doing it for you guys that are out there doing things in our community that are trying to promote what they're doing. Why not get a behind the scenes type thing so your customers know who they're buying from, That's the biggest thing. Get to know who I am. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I started this. Like you, this is why I started Vet Codes, because veterans need to be able to grow their own medicine. Veterans need to have access to get their own medicine. You know what I'm saying? To actually get a natural medicine, a natural remedy. And that's one of the biggest struggles that people understand is like, oh, I don't know. I don't. Dude, just ask for it. We hate asking for help, but promote. I'm helping promote you by bringing you on the show to talk about what you're doing and why you're doing it. All I ask is that you just share it with your people so people can find out who you are and get behind the scenes and see who's doing this, why is he doing this? Why did he decide to do this for us? And get a better understanding,
Oh, the thing when it comes to our community is a lot of us are very hard-headed.
Right.
A lot of us don't trust anybody.
Right.
And I'm trying my best to break that stigma. There's been a few situations in the past, they're unfortunate because I looked up to those people, but I wish the best for them. I genuinely do.
Right.
I have nothing but love. That life is too short. I had 4 heart attacks at the beginning of last year, all in one day. I didn't even know I was having heart attacks. I thought it was my back. I thought it was my back acting up. Until the last one that put me down onto the floor, and my wife called the ambulance. So after that, after I had those heart attacks, that really gave me an awakening. Life is very precious and time is very limited. So the things that need to be done, and they should have been done decades ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the brotherhood felt like it dropped off once we got discharged, but it never did. Right. It just got lost, but now it's found. What we're trying to create is not only for American veterans, but just like you said, you served. I'm sure you served with other veterans other service members from other countries. Right. Those were NATO countries. Those are our brothers too.
Right. Absolutely. No, absolutely.
So I'm making it available for all NATO countries. Right now we're in 9 NATO countries.
Wow.
So we're trying to get to all of them within the end of the year.
We would like to give a huge thanks to Rafa 180. Rafa 180 offers pure medicinal CBD and products made locally. They walk alongside individuals to achieve a healthy lifestyle with options needed by each person. You can learn more about them on Facebook at Rafa CBD, their website www.rafa180.com, or email at rafacbd@gmail.com. They truly believe your journey matters.
That's awesome.
And with that type of reach, the sky's the limit, because this is a network that should have been in place a long time ago.
No, absolutely, especially with what you're doing. That's why I always advocate on my show. That's why I tell my brothers and sisters who have been using the products, who have been using CBD and THC and just cannabis and understanding psilocybin and all the other natural remedies that are out there and understanding it. You guys have to help us advocate. Like we have to, you know what I'm saying? We have to help each other grow and learn, right? And one of the biggest struggles we have is like, what do I do now after I got out of service, right? What's your passion? What is your passion, dude? It's like Sergeant G ain't telling you, hey, this is where you got to be. You got to be here. You got to be here at this time. You got to be doing this. This is what we're doing. This is the uniform of the day. This is what you're doing every day, right? When you're on active service, somebody was telling you what to do every single day. Mm-hmm. And now that you're out, you don't have somebody telling you what to do anymore, No,
not at all. I mean, I'm sure a lot of veterans can relate. Once you start having back issues, life is a little limited, right. And that could be frustrating in itself. And I sat there and wondered for a while, what can I do? Because I wanted to make a difference and I wanted to leave something behind, because tomorrow's never guaranteed. So you got to give every single fucking day that ultimate push, and you just got to jump for the fucking sky, because the sky's the limit,
Right.
If it hasn't been done, that doesn't mean that it's impossible. It just hasn't been done yet.
Absolutely.
And that's something that I truly believe in. Now, when it comes to networking, like what we're doing today, that is key.
Absolutely.
And that's what a lot of people tend to forget. Like all of my services for vet codes is free of charge, and a lot of people drop their jaw when they hear that. You know what I mean? It's an actual nonprofit.
Right.
Everything that comes in goes right back out. And that's the beautiful part about it,
Right.
And that's the reason that we're able to provide exclusive discounts through over 150 some odd companies, is because when they've offered me commission, I've traded for a higher discount.
Right.
And every single one of them, they're like, wait, what? You don't want to get paid? No, that's not what it's for. I just want the best goddamn discount I possibly can get.
Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
know?
And when you're helping other people, they're like, yeah, I need to get a light. Like, I got you, dude. I got you. Let me give you a code so you can go over there and use the code to get you a light that you need,
I mean, it's not even just that, because there's veterans that don't even have money for that.
Right.
So we started a program. We started in November. November was the first month that we were able to work with our sponsors, and all of them donated a piece of gear so we could put a whole kit together for a veteran in need that can't afford it. And that's something that we're planning on doing every month. We have one actually coming up on the 15th.
Oh, really?
So he doesn't know yet, but we know that he doesn't have what he needs to be able to grow. So we're going to surprise him, and announce it on the page on the 15th.
Oh, that's awesome.
But we have a list. There's probably about 30, but with time and with growth, we'll be able to help out more than just one a month. But, we got to start from somewhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So how are you going about getting donations and stuff? I mean, besides the seeds and stuff like that, like the funding to be able to go and be able to get the kits to build these kits and stuff.
Believe it or not, because I don't take commission, the companies are giving us those pieces.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're just, because I told them our mission, what we want to be able to achieve, and they love it, and I mean, on the business side, it's great promotion for them as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But I'm using that to our advantage so we can get gear out to veterans that can't afford it.
Right.
That's our ultimate goal. And the veterans that can't afford it, you got a killer discount that you can't get anywhere else.
Right. I mean, that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome what you're doing with vet codes. So how many people are on your team? Is it just you, or do you actually have a crew of people working with you?
Right. I have about 10 moderators and admins. that are helping run the day-to-day operations. I couldn't do it without them.
Okay.
You know, I'll be honest, because we got a lot going on,
Right.
you know, and we're growing steadily every day, you know.
Absolutely.
So if I didn't have them behind me, it would have crumbled a long time ago. You know, I can drive. I know exactly where to go.
Right.
But if I don't have the people behind me, you know, to give me that support, you know, that's why I throw so much support out there, because they support the hell out of me.
Right.
You know, I support the shit out of the sponsors because they support the hell out of me. I support you because you support the hell out of me. That's how it should work.
And that's how it's supposed to work. That's how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be helping each other, help support each other, and help
Exactly.
each other grow. And that's the biggest thing. I know that's one of the biggest struggles that we have. That's like I tell people. That's why I do these shows with other brothers and sisters, right? That's why I bring guests on my show. I'm like, share the content, dude. It's your episode. Do what you want with it. Share it wherever you think it would benefit you to grow your business and what you're doing, growing awareness of what you're doing. Like you with vet codes, when it comes out, I expect you to have it on your Facebook page showing it. Hey, check out this episode with what I had with Sora and G over the Stone Vet. Check it out and see what we're doing, why we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? So when you get new members that are coming in, but like, oh shit, look at this guy. All right, and he's working with a jarhead as well, who's an advocate for cannabis. You know. And that's the biggest things I try to tell people, right? A lot of people, you know, you guys have to advocate. You guys have to start at the state level, advocate at the state level. Because regardless when they legalize, because it's coming. Federal legalization is coming. It'll be here before you know it, it'll be here. But if it's not legal in your state, you still cannot partake in cannabis.
No.
So you have to start at the state level. You have to make sure that you're at your capital fighting for it every single day. And if you don't know how to advocate for it, reach out to me. Hell, I'm sure you can reach out to David. He can get you with the right people to hook you up to get you advocating at your state capital. Here in Oklahoma, we're a medicinal state. Come this June, they're going to put it on the ballot for recreational, for adult use. I don't care either way, but it's here. Right? A lot of people are like, how did Oklahoma become a legal state? You in the middle of the Bible Belt. 57% of the population said, yes, let's bring cannabis here to the state. And we've already raised so much money. Cannabis brings in so much money every year, dude. Straight up.
Well, when it comes to cannabis, there's so many different uses for it. It's not just medical uses. You could do it for industrial uses as well. You could make hempcrete. You could make wood. You could literally 3D print a house out of hemp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Well, what it really boils down to is Congress, the Senate, and the elite that have all the stock.
Right. No, absolutely. They have all the stock. They have all the money in it. Right. And that's the biggest thing is that's what they're trying to figure out. How can we get rich off of this as well? Well, figure it out and just legalize it. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. It needs to happen quick. Because what's one of the biggest things, like working with the Veteran Action Council, everybody knows that's one of the papers that I pushed to my Senate to like look at the green paper. Here's the green paper. This is the importance of cannabis, and here are the medicinal benefits done around the world. Here are the studies that have been done around the world showing you the medicinal benefits. So when it comes time to vote, regardless if you're voting for the left wing or the right wing bill, I don't care whichever one gets pushed, you need to vote yes. Because the moment you vote no, you're voting against the veteran community that needs the medicine, right? Especially veterans who work in federal positions that can't have the medicine because it's federally illegal, you know? And that's one of the biggest things I keep pushing. And the Veteran Action Council just created a Safe Harbor Act. Safe Harbor Act protects us from us crossing state lines with our medicine, which we all need. Because say we're going out of state, like you in Pennsylvania, say you got to go down to South Carolina or something, and while you're driving, you need your medicine. Say you're in a state where it's illegal and you get pulled over and it smells like cannabis in the car. And now you're going to get your ass in trouble. And you're like, hold on. It's my medicine. Here's a Safe Harbor Act. I fall under Safe Harbor Act. I served in the government, and I'm just using my medicine as needed. You know, and that's one of the biggest things that we're trying to advocate for and we're fighting for as well. And a lot of people, that's one of the biggest things I tell everybody is that you have to advocate. You have to fight for your freedom. Don't let the government take your freedom away from you, because, like they say, we're one generation away from our freedom being taken from us.
I mean, that's the biggest thing is there's three types of people. And my wife hates when I say this. There's people that make shit happen. there's people that watch shit happen, and then there's people that sit back and say, "What the hell just happened?"
Right.
It really depends on what you want, and if you were willing to make it happen.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you may not see the overall goal. That little light at the end of the tunnel may be very, very tiny.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you don't go towards it, no one else will.
Nobody else will. And that's one of the things I try to tell people. I said, in your community, wherever you live, whatever state you live in, I can guarantee you can get you hundreds of veterans fighting for the same thing that you're fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just not aware of there's other people like them out there.
Exactly.
Like I tell you guys right now, I think I'm sitting at like 3,500 downloads on my audio file and like another 25 I'm getting a 2,500 views on my YouTube channel. I still ain't got those subscribers, but I got those people listening into the show that are like, I like this. I like what he has to say. I like what he's doing. I like what he's pushing, what he's promoting. If we all came together and said, hey, let's take this and let's go and let's fight for this. Let's fight for our medical freedom to ensure that we get the medicine that we need. I bet you there's a big enough movement that news will come out and say, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely. As long as we stick together, anything's achievable.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing that a lot of people tend to forget, especially veterans, is that oath that we took when we signed that piece of paper and we gave our fingerprints. that oath stays until you die.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're supposed to be doing here to do, is to take care of each other. And that's what you're doing here with Vet Codes, is helping our veteran community be able to grow their own medicine. You're starting out with, and this ain't cheap equipment. This is not cheap equipment that these people you're donating to. This ain't cheap equipment. No. This ain't no $159 off of Amazon type crap.
We just did the 1,000-member giveaway, and that kit was probably about like $2,500.
Yeah. And if you guys don't know, if you guys haven't checked out, I mean, a lot of people are still trying to figure out what is Vet Codes, how do I find Vet Codes and stuff like that. Check them out on Facebook, dude. Check them out on Facebook. Vet Codes on Facebook. He has his own community, and it's a great community. It honestly is. I was glad whenever I checked, because I never knew you existed. Like I said, Maddie sent me over. He's like, check out David, dude. He's a cool guy. Let's go talk with him. I said, let's talk. That's why I checked you out, and I was like, this guy's advocating. He's doing the same thing I'm doing. He's trying to help ensure that our brothers and sisters can get the medicine that they need.
Yep. At least get the resources to be able to get the medicine that they need.
Right.
That you can give. Same thing breaks down to, you can give a man a fish, he'll eat for the day. You teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life.
Right.
And that's why we have the seed bank. I'll teach anybody how to grow.
That's crazy.
I mean? And if I don't know how to grow it, we got over 1,000 other members that do.
Right. That's awesome. And that's what people need. That's what we all need, is to have that community to be like, look, I'm about to pop these seeds. What do I need to do? What kind of soil do I need? How do I go about doing this? What kind of nutrients do I need? How do I go about this? My plants are looking like this. What do you guys think I need to add to it or take from it, or whatever the case may be? And there's that community for them to be able to be like, oh, I had that same thing. This is what I did.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we have the community. Also, we have the breeders that give us assistance as well. Grow advice. Sirius Ken from Sirius Genetics, he does YouTube channel. He has his own YouTube channel, and he pulls up various different techniques on how to grow, and we post them up on our page for educational resources as well, because it's not just the seed bank, it's not just discount codes. That's just the beginning.
Right.
That's just to build the foundation of what we really want to become, what we want to be able to achieve. We're starting to be able to provide educational resources. Within reason, we're able to help out with VA questions, because we have a few people that are on the inside track that could help out guide veterans through those decisions. We also plan on getting into the housing as well. That's down the road, though.
Of course.
Because I'm still looking over the grants and everything through the USDA and along that nature for the 501c.
Right.
it all a lot of paperwork when it comes to those type of
Absolutely.
grants.
No, absolutely.
So that's a lot of education and a lot of reading that I have to acquire, because I don't want to shoot myself in the foot.
Right.
So it's making sure everything is on the up and up, and making sure that everything flows smoothly. That's what's key, and that's why we're building as fast as we are. Like I said, with Seedsman, they're in 46 different countries. That is our biggest sponsor, and they're advocating for us as well. I had a Zoom meeting with them, with 6 of them in all different countries. It was pretty cool.
That's crazy. That's awesome. That's awesome.
It was a Zoom call just like this, but they were in 6 different countries. They're all either the VPs of directing, marketing, along that nature. You know what I mean?
Right.
When I told them that I didn't want to get paid, that I wanted to trade for a larger commission, that all of them had a puzzled look on their face. They're like, "Wait, what? You're the first organization that's ever reached out and said they didn't want to get paid. If I can get a good discount in seeds for my vets, that's what matters.
Absolutely.
All it takes is an envelope and a stamp. You know what I
No,
mean?
absolutely. And people don't understand. Seeds aren't cheap. Seeds are not cheap, guys. Like, if you go and try to find some good seeds, some good genetics, you're going to pay hundreds of dollars for a good genetic, and David here with his organization is providing them for free, dude. Like, that's insane. When you say free, I'm like, free? I said, you go like the White Widow, man. You can go find you a strain of White Widow. You're gonna pay $70-$80 for some seeds, and you want to hope that they pop. You want to hope that they're gonna grow. That it's a good genetics.
And if they don't pop, I just send a replacement. It's not a big deal.
See, and that's the crazy part, that he'll just send you the replacement. You don't have to spend any money on this. And what you're doing, David, is freaking outstanding. Like, definitely, I'm gonna be messaging. I'm like, hey, David, I just got my new house. I need some seeds. I gotta get some shit growing. I gotta get some things growing.
I mean, as long as a veteran in need is a friend indeed. I got you.
Absolutely, brother. That's freaking awesome, dude. What you're doing with your organization, your crew that you got helping you and stuff like that, I really do appreciate you guys going above and beyond. Like you said, you make shit happen. You're making it happen. You're ensuring that something is happening for our community so people can grow their own medicine and be able to have the resources they need when they're in need, right? Because the biggest struggle that we have as veterans, we're always in need. We're trying to figure out life. What do I do now? How do I do this? How do I get a job? How do I get this? How do I get that? And you're helping them by providing them a resource for their own medicine that they can grow themselves, and saying, hey, you can grow vegetables as well with your plants, so you can at least have some food. You'll have food with you as well,
Man, let's be honest, you smoke and you get the munchies, so why not get the same thing?
Right. Why not get some tomatoes and some cucumbers going while you growing your plants, so you got the munchies?
Exactly. Right? Exactly. And that's the beautiful thing. It's a very beautiful thing, and it excites me seeing the growth. It excites me seeing the expansion, and the fact that we're helping as many veterans as we're able to is a blessing in itself.
Right.
My mailmen at the post office know me by my full name. In fact, 2 of my mailmen are actually members because they're veterans.
That's awesome.
So they see everything that happens, and they're just like, they seen it all grow within the last 8-9 months, and they're just like, dude, you're fucking killing it.
You're killing it, dude. You're doing it. That's the biggest thing, is trying to grow, making sure you're growing it. Every month you're growing a little bit more every month, which is what you have to do. And it takes people that are following you to support you, is what it takes. Getting the word out. Hey, have you guys heard about this guy? Man, this guy's doing amazing things in our community, and that's the biggest thing, is getting the word out, saying, hey guys, any veteran that's in the cannabis, that loves cannabis or understands the medicinal benefits of cannabis, go check out Vet Codes, dude. Go check this guy out. He's freaking giving seeds away for free. You want seeds? He'll give you seeds. He'll send you seeds to grow, dude. And that alone, like I tell people, you guys do not understand. Go look it up. Go look up some seed banks and see how much seeds cost. And you hope that they're good genetics, that they're going to grow for you. Go check them out, dude. David, them things ain't cheap.
No, they're not. They're not. And that's the part that, it puts a smile on my face, knowing that these corporations trust our organization and our vetting process, because One thing that I do want to specify for any veterans that do see this and want to join, proof of service is required.
Right.
You know, I'm not asking for your DD-214. In fact, I don't want to see your fucking DD-214. A simple VA card is sufficient. You know, I just need to make sure that you're actually a veteran and that you're discharged honorably. Other than that, I don't care. You know what I mean? That's one of the main issues that we've had issues with is veterans not want to show their proof of service. You go to IHOP on fucking Veterans Day, right? I know you do. I know you do. You get that free donut at fucking Dunkin' Donuts, don't you?
Mm.
Our discounts are better. Our discounts are exclusive.
Absolutely.
And you can't get them anywhere else.
No, absolutely.
You know? But without saying that, you know, it's about the reach and it's about education and it's about helping the community become healthier as a whole.
Absolutely.
And that's the overall journey.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Well, man, we're getting close to the end of the show, man. What do you want to sign off with these guys? What do you want to tell them, how them come look at you and everything else, brother?
I mean, I recommend if you're a veteran and you're a cannabis enthusiast, check out Vet Codes today. You know, just make sure your proof of service is required. Our admins will be reaching out for your proof of service once you answer all the questions.
No, absolutely, man. Man, like I said, what you're doing, David, it's amazing. It's exactly what we need in our community, especially like you said, for the cannabis enthusiasts that are trying to figure it out. Is this for me? Is this not for me? Like I said, I've got brothers and sisters who was taking 40 to 60 pills a day that switched over to cannabis and say, I take like 3 pills a day and some cannabis majority of the day, dude. Like, when you're taking all those pharmaceuticals, you don't understand how you're killing your intestines every single day, every time you take the medication, dude. And you're just killing it. Your intestines, your or every organ inside of you is dying slowly because you're having to take the pharmaceuticals that the VA gives you or whoever's giving you, man. What David's doing here, him and his crew over at Vet Codes is phenomenal. Like I tell you guys, he's giving seeds away. He's giving seeds away for free, dude. Like, you can't beat that. You cannot beat that. You're giving seeds away, dude. And that's to grow your own medicine. And when you grow, guess what? You tend to get more seeds after a while with the grow.
No. Not these seeds.
Not those ones?
That's unstable genetics if you're getting seeds with your bud.
But it's helping. It's great medicine to help you guys to get the medicine that you need so you can grow the medicine you need. And if you need seeds, he's just giving them away, dude. He said, yeah, I need a care package, dude. And he'll send them to you free of charge, which is freaking phenomenal, man. David, I appreciate you hanging out with me on this day, on this Friday, dude, trying to get the end of the week going, getting a wonderful guest to listen in, man. I appreciate you guys listening to the #1 Marine Corps podcast in the entire world. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this every single Friday and provide you this amazing content. You guys like the swag, you like the hoodie, you like the cup. I even got socks right now. Here, when it starts warming up, I'll start making some t-shirts as well. Go check out Rafa180.com. That's Romeo Alpha Papa Hotel Alpha 180.com to get your swag. Up in the top right-hand corner, they got a little tab called the STONED VET USMC. You click that tab, it's going to take you straight to the store to get the swag. I'm not providing any discounts on that. I'm already selling that crap pretty cheap as it is now. But you can also go check out the amazing Sapphire like I told you guys about, or even the Active Duty RX that Rafa 180 carries, man. And remember, when you check out for all your CBD products, you're getting 15% off your entire purchase, dude. It's legit products, legit quality products at a hell of a discounted rate for you to get the natural remedies and natural medicines that you're getting, man. David, I appreciate it, brother. Keep up the hard work. Let's grow, dude. Let's keep this growing. Let's get it as big as we can get it, dude. The Stone Vet and Vet Codes working together, trying to help provide medicine and natural remedies and knowledge to the veteran community, trying to learn about natural remedies and natural healing. Let's keep growing. Let's keep doing this together, man. Remember, guys, here at the Stone Vet, we got your 6.
My platoon, you get trampled. If it ain't raining, we ain't training. Nothing changed by complaining. I adapt and overcome. I make the best out of situations. I stay alert for my enemies trying to do me some harm. I fight for your freedom of speech and your right to bear arms. When I say I got your 6, that means I got your back. But what else would you expect coming from the Stone?